Welcome to the 3rd District Police Community Relations Committee Annual Awards Program. My name is Harry Boomer. I'm an anchor reporter at Channel 19 and Channel 43. I've been doing this for a while, and I am always so pleased to be here to say thank you, thank you, thank you to the men and women in blue and to those of you in the community who go beyond what most citizens would do. I got to tell you, a lot of times that people come to me and complain about what other people are not doing, and they're not doing anything themselves except complaining. The people being honored here today are those who saw a need and met that need by stepping up and stepping out, sometimes just on faith, and doing what is necessary to make the kind of changes that are necessary in this city and in their communities, on their streets. Let me say a very pleasant good evening to our mayor, the Honorable Frank G. Jackson, to all of his command staff, Chief Calvin Williams, and all the others, commanders of the 3rd District, and Mr. McGrath, and so many others. It's so good to see all of you here again to say thank you for the work that you do every day. The whole world watches Cleveland, and Cleveland, even in the spotlight, is a beacon light of hope. And we're so proud of what all of you do. Thank you. Let's give the dais a round of applause. This is one of the very special occasions that we get to say, as I said, thank you to the 3rd District Police and community who have exemplified themselves by doing your person's work. To get this started more officially, for the invocation, may I have come to the dais, to the podium, Deacon Hardin Martin. Is there another minister in the house who would do the honors? Okay, here we go.
May we pray. Almighty and everlasting God, our Father, thou art our Father, our friend, our leader, and our guide. We thank thee, O God, that you have brought both citizens and police aboard. We give thee bountiful and fruitful thanks for the relationships of the citizens and our police force. Now, O God, we are thankful unto you for you allowing these few moments to just show a bit of appreciation. Bless the people that are preparing the food. Bless the awards that will be given tonight. And bless our mayor and his staff and his command staff and all of his police forces. We thank you, O God, for just allowing us to be in your midst this evening. Now bless these awards in achieving a common sense of unity in the community. With this, we thank you as our common prayer, and all the people say amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Reverend Gavis. I very appreciate that. Before we move on, I want to give the mayor the podium. It is his podium, it is his city. So, Mr. Mayor, I want to have you come up and say whatever it is you want to say. We're always pleased to hear from you, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. I want to really thank everybody for coming and congratulate all those who are receiving awards or being recognized tonight. You know, both citizens and police officers. As you know, nothing gets done by just one individual or one group. It has to be a community effort. And that's what I like about the community relations dinners and award ceremony, because it talks about how we come together as a community, both citizens, police officers, all of us come together to provide for a better quality of life in our community. So again, congratulations and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. To give the welcome and introduction, we'd like to have Sonia Shakir, Citizens, to co-chair, and Thomas McCartney, the 3rd District Commander.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Again, my name is Sonia Shakir. I'm the committee co-chair for the 3rd District. I would like to welcome you all to our 3rd District Award Banquet, and have a good evening. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Reverend Theo Cabanis. I appreciate that. Hey, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Lexington Avenue. Welcome to Fatima. Welcome to the 3rd District. Tonight we gather to recognize those that made an impact in the community, those that stood up and understood their duty, their courage, and their responsibility to the community. So let's sit back and have a nice evening of fellowship, a little bit to eat, and some great conversation, and we'll recognize those that did a little extra tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander. There are several other folks who will be making some remarks. We've already heard from the Mayor, Director of Public Safety, Michael McGrath. I have you down to say something, so come on up.
Thank you, Henry. Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you all this evening. Let me say this. To be able to come up here and say a few words to the officers, their families, and the community and community partners, I consider an honor. Because every day, police officers in this country go out and risk their lives to service this community. In fact, there's about 900,000 police officers across this country that make these sacrifices. And it's only fitting that we, as a community, take time to say thank you. To say thank you for the officers for what you do every day, and to their families. I've been in this business about 44 years, and I do know, and I'm speaking for the families right now, when your loved ones go out that door, they tell you no problem, everything will be just fine. You hold your breath just a little bit during that 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever it is. So for us just to take time here this evening to do this and say thank you, it just makes me feel wonderful. And this is probably one of the best type of meetings I get to go to. Before I close, I'd like to thank Commander McCartney and his staff, Director Stevenson, the community relations folks, people here at Fatima, and Chief Williams, especially the Chief, for what he does with the Division of Police. So listen, thank you, have a good time, listen to the scenarios, they're overwhelming, and stay safe. God bless. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, sir. Director McGrath just mentioned our esteemed Chief of Police, Calvin Williams. So now it is his opportunity to address you. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Boomer. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Good. It's good to be home. This was my first command as a member of the command staff here in what was the 5th District and then ended up being the 3rd. And of course, Fatima is always home for me. I live right around the corner. And Mrs. Ray and I have been in here a lot over the last, well, probably 15 years or more. I want to say congratulations to the award recipients tonight, both our officers and our community partners. I want to say to the families, thank you for lending them to us and so they can do these great deeds and protect and serve our city. I also want to say thanks to the members of the 3rd District, Commander McCartney and his staff on doing a great job in putting this award ceremony together. And also for our Community Relations Board in maintaining that partnership with the Division of Police to make sure our community is represented. I also want to thank Mayor Jackson, Director McGrath, for ensuring that we get the resources that we need to do this job. I know it's not easy. I know the guys and girls out there that work for us struggle to keep up sometimes, and sometimes we don't have the best equipment, but we're getting better. And we're getting better because there are people here at this table that care about our men and women in blue and are on the path to giving us the right equipment, the right resources and training to make this the best division of police in the country, not just in Northeast Ohio. And that's always been our goal, to be the best in the country. And some of the stories that you're going to hear tonight, you'll know that our guys and girls go out there and work hard and they take care of business for this community. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to definitely, again, congratulate the award recipients, their families, our community partners, because like the mayor says, without a community effort, this does not work. Without our business partners, our community partners, our officers out there day in and day out, working hard for this community, it doesn't work. And that's what we've been preaching for the last, I don't know, almost 10, 12 years with Mayor Jackson. And that's what we'll continue to preach. It's all about community. It's all about coming together to take care of our issues. So thanks, enjoy it, and thanks for coming. Thank you.
Chief, thank you very much. I know you guys remember the great job that Cleveland Police Department did on the RNC during the NBA championship for our Cleveland Cavaliers and all the other events that we hold here in the city. In these times that are not easy for any police department, for any city in this country or even in the world, this police department has done a magnificent job in making sure that our citizens stay as safe as possible, especially during these major events. So our hats off to you, we salute you, Chief, and all those in the department for the great work that you continue to do. We'll have remarks now from Grady L. Stevenson, Jr., Interim Director, Community Relations Board.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right. Well, I just want to stand this evening and say thank you. First of all, to the officers that help us in this city every day to keep us safe and keep our citizens safe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I want to thank the citizens who step up and go beyond to make sure that our communities are represented well by the citizens here, our young people here in the city of Cleveland. And of course, we couldn't do this without good leadership. And so I'd like to thank our mayor, first of all, for allowing us to do the work that we do. I'd like to thank the safety director, Director McGrath, for his hand in what we do, and our chief. Thank you so much, Chief, for being an outstanding leader, a man that's out front and not only commanding, but showing us how to do the job. And so with that, I also want to thank our 3rd District rep for his work, but I want to thank those who work behind him, because I know you guys, Commander and Sonia, I know you guys do an outstanding job of working and making sure that these things are put together well, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you for your partnership, thank you for everything that you do, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Up next, we're going to have the presentation of the Citizens Award, and Mr. Bakutu, Cleveland Police Foundation, come up, please, and we'll make this happen. Thank you. Give him another round. Give him a round of applause as he comes up as well. Okay. Our first recipient here will be Pierre's Ice Cream. You all know the name of Pierre's, and if you have been fortunate, you've had lots of Pierre's Ice Cream. Let me tell you a little bit about this valued asset in this community. Pierre's has been in business since 1932. Pierre's Ice Cream Shop opened its doors in 1932 at the Sheep East 82nd Street and Euclid Avenue location right here in Cleveland. Its gourmet ice creams were prepared fresh each day in the back of the store and sold by the cone, the cup, and hand-packed to take home. Company founder Alexander Pierre Bassett dreamed of making a premier ice cream which would be unsurpassed. I think he's achieved that. Thus named Pierre's. and the creamy, indulgent recipe that is still used today. It didn't take long for Pierre's to outgrow its small space on Euclid Avenue, and through the years, Pierre's made numerous expansions and relocations, each time into a larger, more efficient manufacturing facility. With each move, Pierre's always expanded and stayed within 3 miles of its original location, right in the heart of Cleveland, Ohio. Pierre's moved into its current distribution center and office headquarters at East 65th Street and Euclid Avenue in 1995, just 1 mile from its original shop. I happen to have covered that. In 2011, Pierre's opened a brand new 35,000 square foot ice cream factory containing state-of-the-art technology and efficiencies along with enhanced food safety and food quality features. These facilities investments, along with the Pierre's eye-catching fleet of special low-temperature trucks, provided a platform to serve retailers and distributors across the country with high-quality products and world-class service. As an anchor company in the heart of Midtown Cleveland, Pierre's demonstrated a bold commitment to the community in the early 1990s by remaining and investing in the neighborhoods when so many other companies fled. One of the first ice cream producers in the country to achieve the SQF Level 3 certification, the industry's highest achievable level of food safety and food quality, Pierre's is poised to continue contributing and innovating in the food industry. Looking back, the first product that Pierre's produced was its paint, French vanilla, Swiss chocolate, strawberry, comprised with the entire assortment of what they sold throughout the grocery stores locally. An updated version of the original package design is still being used today to remind consumers and customers that Pierre's is dedicated to upholding the high-quality recipes developed at the original ice cream shop. Pierre's assortment of products has grown through the years. Presently, there are 235 different products and flavors that bear the Pierre's name. This dedication influences the company's focus on the future as it develops new opportunities and continues to innovate and be sensitive to ice cream lovers' ever-changing needs and new trends. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations by producing the very best product and services and by working to create a challenging and rewarding environment for our employees while encouraging growth and learning for all. If that's what Pierre said, you can be sure it will experience that 100% total satisfaction in every spoonful. Again, during the 2016 RNC, Pierre's donated their sweet treats to members of the 3rd District. Most recently, Pierre's partnered with the Cleveland Division of Police and donated 10,000 pieces of ice cream. Those treats were distributed throughout the Cleveland area to delight up many youngsters. Now, to receive the award on behalf of Pierre's, I'd like to have up Mr. Matt Thornycroft, accepted on behalf of Pierre's President Shelley Rock. Shake everybody's hand, man. Smile pretty, man. And get ready to take your picture. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Pierre's. The next to receive an award from the 3rd District Police. Many requests for officers to appear and speak at school functions have been granted and have been asked. Lots of folks from fundraisers and school functions and church groups, community meetings, youth group functions, just to name a few of the kinds of requests that are asked of the Cleveland Police Department. Over the last year and a half, Detective Spencer has volunteered for these speaking engagements. The fact that Detective Spencer possesses a passion to strengthen police-community relations and accomplishes that goal with his charismatic presence and quick wit. He is direct and truthful to the groups he meets with and is always respectful. For your continued dedication to the community, it is an honor to honor you and to present to you Detective Anthony Spencer of the Police Foundation Award. Congratulations and thank you. Our next award recipient is Chai Min Chen. Chai was born in Taiwan and raised in New England. Chai moved to Cleveland in order to complete her fellowship in audiology. Then a job offer came, so Chai stayed. Now she identifies herself as a Clevelander and has actually learned about sports and would cheer for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Indians, and yes, even our Cleveland Browns. Right. That was written, Chief. Chai enjoys her job as the Asian liaison because she gets to meet interesting people and learn a great deal from the variety of subjects and topics that she comes in contact with. After all, true to her nature, Chai is a perpetual learner. Ladies and gentlemen, please your applause for Chai Min Chen. This is going to be given to her. I'm going to read this. Oh, this is the next one here. Okay. All right, now it's time to move into the ranks of the police officers who have exemplified their call to duty, to serve and to protect. I'm going to ask both of you gentlemen to please come up, and we're going to read the commendation. The commendation is a special commendation award for police officer Octavia Garia Sanchez, badge number 446. And please come with him. Police Officer Orlando Velasquez, badge number 307. The Special Commendation Award is awarded to those police officers who distinguish themselves by performing a valuable police service which demonstrates special diligence and perseverance. During the spring of 2016, the downtown neighborhood was hit by a large number of aggravated armed robberies. These robberies had a pattern with similar suspects' descriptions and behavior. The suspect was described as an older black male, 50 to 60 years old, riding a bicycle. The suspect was targeting primarily females in the downtown and Huff neighborhoods. This suspect was armed and considered dangerous. On Saturday, May 21st, 2016, officers Gaviria Sanchez and Velasquez, armed with the information collected, observed the black male matching the description of the suspect. Officer Gaviria Sanchez and Officer Velasquez proceeded to stop the suspect, followed by an arrest. During the arrest, officers discovered a concealed loaded 9mm handgun on the suspect, armed and considered dangerous, right? Through follow-up investigation, the suspect was linked to 3 additional robberies. The suspect was tried and convicted of these robberies, and the suspect was sentenced to 5 to 36 years in prison, making the citizens who live, work, and play in this great city safer. Officer Garia Sanchez demonstrated a high degree of personal initiative, performed substantially beyond normal requirements in an exemplary manner, contributed significantly to the achievement of law enforcement goals, and consistently performed at the highest level of law enforcement excellence as indicated by a special faithfulness to duty. For exhibiting this initiative and special diligence, it is an honor to bestow upon the both of you, the police officers we just mentioned, Patrol Officer Octavia Garvia Sanchez, badge number 446, and Police Officer Orlando Vasquez, badge number 307, this special combination award. The next special combination awards go to Police Officer Michael Harrigan, badge number 1519, and Police Officer James Cravell, badge number 1727. What I'm going to read applies to both, so I'll have you both come up. On behalf of Mayor Frank G. Jackson, Director of Public Safety Michael McGrath, and Chief of Police Calvin Williams, the Special Combination Award is awarded to those police officers who distinguish themselves by performing a valuable police service which demonstrates special diligence or perseverance. On March 17, 2016, Officer Michael Harrigan, in company with his partner, were detailed to an area of the city experiencing a rash of aggravated robberies. Acting on information learned at roll call, the officers proactively patrolled this area looking for the suspects. Early in their tour, they observed the first wanted vehicle in the area. Officer Harrigan and his partner requested assistance and coordinated and executed a tactical response resulting in an arrest. Later in the tour, the officers located another wanted vehicle in the area. Again, the officers executed another tactical response resulting in the arrest of 2 more suspects. The arrest resulted in the recovery of firearms and other evidence that linked the suspects to several additional robberies. Officer Michael Harrigan and Officer James Cravell demonstrated a high degree of personal initiative, performed substantially beyond normal requirements in an exemplary manner. They contributed significantly to the achievement of law enforcement goals and consistently performed at the highest level of law enforcement, as indicated by a special faithfulness to duty. For exhibiting initiative and special diligence, it is an honor to bestow upon you gentlemen the Special Combination Award. Again, congratulations. The next 2 awardees for the Commander's Commendation will be presented to Police Officer Matthew Nice. Badge number 2114, and Police Officer Gary Bartell, badge number 166. They're coming up together and they work together, so I'm going to read this and it will apply to both police officers here. The Commander's Commendation Award is awarded to those police officers who distinguished themselves by performing a valuable police service which demonstrates special diligence and perseverance. On Tuesday, April 25th, 2017, Officer Nice, badge number 2114, and Bartell, officer badge number 166, received a radio broadcast to respond to 1560 Ansel to investigate an allegation of domestic violence. Officer Nice and Bartell thoroughly investigated the complaint and made an arrest. On September 12, 2017, the matter went to trial in a municipal courtroom and was presented by a very qualified and seasoned prosecutor. Prosecutor Cohen remarked about the officer's presentation and professionalism and composure under cross-examination when the defense tried to twist their testimony. The trial concluded with a domestic violence conviction. Prosecutor Cohen concluded, "The officers like these make my job easier." For exhibiting the division of value and pride, professionalism, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence, it is an honor to bestow upon you officers the Commander's Commendation. As they receive their handshakes and their awards, just as an aside to show you how diligent they are, how hardworking they are, these officers are responsible for taking some 38 illegal weapons off the streets of Cleveland, making our city much, much safer. You know, we've often heard that the children are our future, and it is true. But sometimes we don't act like they're our future. We don't treat them well, we don't teach them well, we don't train them correctly, and therefore they only know what they've been exposed to. The young people that we're going to bring up now are exemplary. They are setting themselves apart because they know that they're special. Now, all of us are special. Some of us know it, some of us don't. We have to understand that if they are our future, we have to invest in them so they can give back to their communities and one day be the upstanding adult citizens we want them to be. With that in mind, the Youth Achievement Award recipients will come up as follows. Sean Albright Jr. Let's give him a round of applause and we appreciate it. There's so many young people that we could point to and say they're not doing the right thing. These are. And these can be examples of what others can do. Now, Sean is a native Clevelander who is a graduate of Whitney M. Young High School. Sean is a proud veteran of the U.S. Army. Thank you for your service, sir. Where he worked as an air traffic controller. He's been a member of the Golden Ciphers for over 12 years and plans on attending Kent State University. Please, again, a round of applause, Mr. Sean Albright Jr. Again, our congratulations and thank you for your military service. We appreciate all that you do. The next awardee, Bronte Davis. She's been a member of the Golden Ciphers leadership team since February 26, 2016. She is an initiator of the Golden Ciphers Rites of Passage process, entrepreneur and employment training specialist, and has been employed through our community partnership with the Broadway Christian Church Summer Reading Program, tutoring youth K through 6th grade for the past 2 summers. Bronte is a senior at Maple Heights High School, majoring in cosmetology and plans on continuing her education in cosmetology management and business to open her own salon and health spa. Please, your applause for Ms. Davis. She's standing in front. About to say, you didn't just graduate high school. She's doing what entrepreneurs do. She's working. Thank you. The next young person to set themselves apart to do exemplary work is Damian L. Goggins. He's a 9th grade student at the Cleveland School of the Arts, where he received a scholarship to study guitar and cello. He's also been selected to work with the Cuyahoga Community College Orchestra. Damian is very active in the new Zion Missionary Baptist Church and is president of the youth department. Please give him a round of applause. Mr. Damian Goggins. Up next is Mr. Anthony Hubbard, Jr. He's a kindergarten student at Lomond Elementary School. He's active member of the Golden Ciphers and assisted in starting the Junior Ciphers for his organization. He enjoys playing all sports and musical instruments and is an expert at superheroes. He is one day hoping to become a police officer. So please, Mr. Anthony Hubbard, Jr. You receive it in his behalf, right? It has been said that the extent of greatness may be measured by the degree that a person cares about others. This statement applies to Mr. Henry Liu. Over 25 years ago, Henry's friend, Jason Lynn, was in an automobile accident that nearly killed him, and Jason's wife telephoned Henry for help. He flew out to Cleveland immediately to take care of his friend, Jason. Henry has never returned to New York City. The Asian community are fortunate to have someone like Henry Liu. We all are fortunate to have him because of his true character. Henry has been helping people in the community since his arrival back in 1982. However, Henry is very modest and never one to hog the limelight. He's been serving the Asian community quietly and steadily as a volunteer for many, many local Asian organizations over the years. When he was asked to send his bio for this event, Henry wrote one single sentence. He is the president of the Cleveland Chinese Senior Citizens Association. Well, we know he's more than that. He has been serving the seniors for over 10 years now. Henry is also special in that he speaks Vietnamese, Cantonese, Mandarin, French, and English. So people are always asking him for his assistance. Henry Liu is great because of his big heart. He cares about people. It is an honor to be able to recognize the one and only Henry Liu, who's been giving to our community. Your applause of thanks, please. Congratulations. With people like Henry and people like our young awardee recipients this evening, we know we're in good hands. But no community can grow the way it needs to grow without business and entrepreneurship. Without investment, any community is poor. And when someone takes the time and put their hard-earned money into a community, they need to be recognized. And that is why this evening, we're recognizing Jeffrey and Peaches Ledwidge. They are the owners of McDonald's restaurants. In honor of National Literacy Month, the Golden Arches is in partnership with the HarperCollins Publishing, is giving away 20 million children's books in its popular kids reading meals. Our commitment to raising the bar for our customers includes encouraging more family time and more opportunities to share great stories, said Jeffrey Ledwidge, McDonald's owner here in Cleveland. Last year, he started the McFreedom Readers Program, which helps second graders improve their reading skills through tutoring by volunteers at his restaurants. Participants also get a free Happy Meal, which now includes healthy snacks, including fruit and low-fat yogurt. He said, my family and I value the partnership around Happy Meal books tremendously, and it is potential to promote education and to develop skills and inspire a love of reading that can be carried on for a lifetime. Jeffrey said, and he understands, he and his wife Peaches understand, that children should learn to read by the 3rd grade so they can read to learn for a lifetime. In addition, McDonald's is donating 400,000 Happy Meal books to its Reading Its Fundamental program, the nation's largest children literacy organization, which works to ensure children around the country have access to captivating, interesting books. In the U.S., 65% of 4th graders read at or below the basic level, while a third of kindergartner students lack the basic language skills to even learn how to read. So we thank you very much for your participation in this program, and we applaud you now, Jeffrey and Peaches Ledwidge. By the way, Jeff, I was at your restaurant this morning.
Sorry?
Yeah. In fact, I saw you working there this morning. Yeah. Congratulations. And thank you for what you do. We have one last award, the 3rd District Citizen Surprise Award. For many years, this young gentleman has been actively participating with our 3rd District Police Community Relations Committee. He has dedicated himself to the movement and mission of the 3rd District community. He has raised money to further better relation with both citizens and police. He has participated in past 3rd District pancake breakfasts, Easter egg hunts, Kids Fest safety events, and all other projects and events. And wherever there is a need, he is always there. Therefore, it is an honor and high privilege to present to Mr. Peter Love an Outstanding Citizens Award. Our congratulations, sir. Congratulations to all of our awardees. And we thank the mayor and the chief and all the command staff and all the folks from the administration and the community for all the great work they do. Cleveland is a wonderful city, growing all the time. We all should be proud. I know we all are proud. Want to thank, just an aside real quick, Legine Ray is always hosting and doing things for us here at the Fatima Family Center. I want to say thank you for being such a gracious host always. All the other folks who've had a hand in making this possible, thank you. Lots of folks go unsung sometimes. We want to make sure we don't make that mistake today. Thank you, thank you.